slightly less than what we've considered. But if you look at this defense, it's as solid as any. Younes Kaboul just got invited into the French national team. William Gallas, retired from the French national team with a lot of, he had a fantastic international career with the French national team. There's Gomez.
It's not fantastic.
Fantastic.
Now,
Gomez keeps for the Brazilian national team. He's not a first team starter, but he's in the Brazilian national team. We do know that Almunia and Fabianski will never get anywhere close to their respective national team. And you look at Alan Houghton on that right hand side.
We're talking national team.
Alan Houghton plays for Scotland, and Asue Koto plays at left back for Cameroon. So this is a team, even though some of them are second choices, they are all still full international.
We both know that on this show we like to use facts, as much as possible.
Yep.
And the fact
because you can't argue facts.
Exactly. The fact of the matter is, last week Tottenham hosted Blackburn and were on a roll, but managed to concede 2 goals against Blackburn. So my question is, if you can concede 2 against Blackburn, it's Arsenal, guys.
Well, but you've also got to look and put it in perspective. Chelsea conceded 3 that same weekend, so we did quite well. And Chelsea are top of the table.
These are 2 different teams.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm putting it into perspective. We can concede 2, but we scored 4. How you get to win games is by scoring more than you concede. You can't concede. They're goal score.
Okay, Matthew, now over to Arsenal.
That's my model. That's the Arsenal model. All of a sudden, Biola is now imbibing the same model. He comes out here and attack against.
There's nothing to learn from Arsenal. Absolutely nothing to learn from Arsenal.
That's so funny, but the king of North London anyway. This is not London.
But we are better than you in Europe.
Hold it.
We'll get there.
Hold it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. Wait till you get there. Keep dreaming. Now, look at this defense. One of the reasons why Arsenal in the recent past have not won anything is because of William Gallas. I can't tell you about the Islamic sitting style in Birmingham. I can't tell you about the Hola. I can't tell you about the enmity he created in the team. He's in this Tottenham team. And we keep talking about Ladley King and Dawson being injured. Have you forgotten that we've got Vermaelen injured? We've got Robbie Van Persie, one of our main source of goals, injured. And even Bella said it, that he's more acquainted to the doctors than he is to the field of play. And I didn't argue about it when we were talking about the Everton game. Now, why is it that for him, the excuse is the fact that players are injured? Who cares whether your players are injured?
That's not an excuse.
For all I know, in the English Premiership today, Tottenham has the biggest squad. But the issue is that defense that you see, anybody, even my great-grandmother who doesn't know anything about football can come back from the grave and tell you that that defense is one of the most calamitous defense in the Premiership.
That's and that same thing United have conceded more goals than Tottenham.
United have not lost a game.
Well, but United...
Matthew. Let's keep things in perspective. Yes, you might want to say all you want, but I just said now we like using facts on this show. And the facts of the matter is, at the Emirates Stadium, where the game is going to be played today, Arsenal have conceded way too many goals this season.
Okay, let's stay with that. The fact that, I told you on the top of this show that it doesn't matter where we play. Before, they used to say that Arsenal win at home and they don't travel very well. We remedy that. We travel very well. We go to places where we don't win before and win matches. Today. Now, all the other points that we've thrown away at home, they won against West Bromwich Albion and they won against Newcastle. You can see we've recovered them. That's the reason why moving from fourth position, we're on second position and we're 2 points away from a team that used to be 7 points ahead of us. And we're just 2 goals away from a team that has scored about 13 goals ahead of Arsenal before. So something has been working well for Arsenal that you must take note of. And the fact that the Arsenal defense don't ship in goals like they used to. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 odd goals, but not regularly. At the regular, we're beginning to keep clean sheet now. So Arsenal is on the rise.
Okay, let's talk about midfield. And Biola, I just mentioned now that Arsenal, it's very rare for us to say this, but it seems Arsenal might have a bit more grit today. I mean, on the pitch. They've got Fabregas in the midfield. They've got Alexander Song. They've got Song. They've got Jack Wilshere. But I just mentioned that Sam Huddlestone is out. You might have Jonas, Modric, maybe Palacios, depending on what strategy your coach decides to do. So, I mean, in your opinion now, your honest opinion, whose midfield is stronger?
I think it's obvious. We have the best midfielder in Europe. Look, Gareth Bale. I mean, tore Maicon apart.
Okay, well, I can't argue with you there.
Dead Maicon. We're talking about a dead Maicon. You cannot give...
Come
on, Matthew. I didn't want to do this. Come on.
It's just obvious. They made a mistake.
No. You had your chance. You will get your chance.
I can tell
you will get your chance.
Nobody can. Maicon scored 6 goals for Inter Milan last season. Created 11 assists.
Under Mourinho.
More goals than Schneider created. Gareth Bale went to San Siro, tore him apart. As if that was not enough. Brought him to wider lane and put him in a taxi and was driving him left, right and center. And so put that aside, all of the clubs in the world, the biggest club in the world, are on our door knocking that they want Gareth Bale, but we're not selling anyways. Let's look at Modric. I mean, preeminent midfielder, probably one of the best in the English league as we speak. Jamin Jenas has gotten himself back into the England reckoning, and Aaron Lennon is steady person in the English national team. So I look at the Arsenal midfield, I mean, Arshavin didn't go to the World Cup in Russia. I mean, I don't know whatever it is they were doing to your Walcott, got dropped on the eve of the World Cup. There was
that
Alexander
was the World
Song.
Cup. I'm talking of current form now.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it must dovetail from the World Cup. The World Cup is the #1 competition in the world, and it just happened some months ago. And you got Alexander Song, who had been dropped by Cameroon as well, although he's getting goals now. But I mean, they are losing at home. They lost to West Brom, they lost to Newcastle, and there's Fabregas, who we hear might be coming back into form, but has not been excellent. So let's just look at both. I mean, this is a midfield that took on the best midfield in Europe, and we tore them apart over 2 legs. We scored 6 goals against Inter Milan. We shipped in. So on aggregate, we are beating the champions of Europe, and we are facing Arsenal, who have never won the Champions League. If Matthew needs some reminders, so it just goes to show you that Tottenham can match up to Arsenal.
I can't believe that was Arsenal he was talking about.
I don't have super glue on my mat, so I've got my tape because I don't want to pick your card. I allowed him talk. Now let's go over it again. Now, since the yardstick to judge players is what you do with your national team, oh beautiful. Fabregas gave the pass that won Spain their first ever World Cup. That team was struggling until a deadwood Fabregas. Yeah, they were struggling in the finals against Holland.
When they go to the final,
Niger de Jong was telling them
about somebody else will.
Come on, let me speak.
We don't want to
I've got my take. I've got my right.
Yellow card for you, come on.
I mean, the first can complain all they want, but fact, like you said, you don't argue against fact. Fabregas came in and gave the all-important pass that led to them winning the World Cup trophy, and that trophy is going to stay in Spain for 4 years. And then you talk about this one playing for this national team. Anybody can play for the English national team. That's why a player that Arsenal rejected 10 years ago, who plays for Cardiff City, can you imagine? He's been invited into the English national team. Why are you making it look like he played for the English national team?
Inviting and playing are two different things.
So all you put together is, let's talk about what is happening in the league. Let's forget about who gets invited into national team, who qualified for the World Cup, and who didn't qualify.
Why do you play for your clubs? Not to be invited.
Okay, facts on the ground now.